Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Mayor, for the kind introduction. You know, Chris Dodd always loves to say that no one will really remember when you introduce them at a public event, but they'll never forget it if you don't. And I want to make sure Andre Baumgartner is also recognized as a great state legislator that's here. The turnout this morning actually does speak volumes about the passion that has surrounded this project and this grant process for the last 7 years. And you know, we wanted to make sure that this conference was going to go smoothly, and we think we have the train schedule worked out so that there won't be any whistles during the speaking program here, which has certainly been a trademark in the past here. So again, just to fill in some of the blanks, is that this is a $17 million federal grant through the U.S. Department of Transportation RAISE grant program, which covers, again, a variety of multimodal projects that will be right here in this space that, again, is going to turn this really into one of the most, I think, exciting transit hubs in America because of the connections that are all going to take place here where people can arrive by sea, they can arrive by rail, they can arrive by car, they can arrive by bike, and they can arrive by transit services, all, again, connected and to a large degree because of the grant that's being announced here today. It was a journey, as the mayor said. It started in 2016, and again, Carrie Redd, who from the Parking Authority was the first one to take the first step with what was then called the Tiger Grant Program, again, with the purpose of expanding the number of spaces at the parking garage, which clearly was oversubscribed every morning. Again, a sign of the economic activity that goes on here every single day. And that grant was unsuccessful, and there's a couple of reasons why that was the case. Number one, the Tiger Grant Program was relatively small compared to where we are today after the passage of the Infrastructure Act, and it was always oversubscribed. And again, the focus really, I think, needed to be sort of honed and sharpened in terms of making sure that people understood that this really wasn't just about cars and parking spaces. It was really about sort of the multimodal vision, which this final grant sort of encompasses today. So again, Carrie's persistence and perseverance, and the city's perseverance resulted in, again, 4 more applications after that. And as the mayor said, the 5th time was the charm. And again, if you look at the $17 million and where it's going, yes, it's going to expand parking spaces. It's also going to be invested in the transit side. On the other side of the train station here, the seat buses that come through here every single day are going to have, again, a much safer and efficient sort of site as a result of that change that's taking place. We're going to have a transit terminal for Crosstown Ferry, which, again, as I said, is one of the ways people enter New London. Today, it's kind of somewhat of an ad hoc sort of structure that's there. This will be now a permanent structure where passengers can get ticketed and actually have a little shelter as the ferry boats go through. And then, as was mentioned, the pedestrian bridge, which is going to be, you know, this really long overdue upgrade to the safety of rail passengers here in New London, which will then connect with, going to be the real centerpiece of the Coast Guard Museum, which will have speakers talking about that here today. So, if the goal of the U.S. Department of Transportation, which it states over and over again, is multimodal sort of infrastructure, this is like the poster child in America for a multimodal. I was wrong. So that was it's coming through. So again, it's just kudos to all. It followed the pattern that this city established when we got the Tiger Grant to upgrade the rail line, which again runs from the State Pier all the way up to the Massachusetts border. That took 5 tries. And the lesson of that is just that in government and in community, perseverance pays off and persistence pays off. As Calvin Coolidge once said, persistence is everything. And today's success, I think, is really evidence of the truth of those words.